on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We are finally back. It has been a tumultuous couple of weeks. Look at that. Big words now. I'm using the word of the day dictionary. No, not really. I actually know that one. I don't know how that one came out. But you made it to the weekend, guys. Congratulations. We were here to keep you company once again. We do apologize. Sometimes life gets in the way and we can't record. We're just, two guys living our lives with our families, and real life happens sometimes. But we do apologize. But we are here. Before we get started, as always, guys, don't forget to follow us on the social media scene. You can find us on Twitter at @theblown_save and on Instagram at @theblown_save. Don't forget, you can also still reach out to us at theblown_save_podcast at gmail.com or head on over to theblown_save_podcast.com. Find out any more information if you guys are here for the first time, hanging out with us for the first time. You guys go over there and learn a little bit more about me and my partner, Artie. SoCal residents, make sure you set your calendars. The Blown Save Podcast is proudly sponsoring the Waves Project inaugural Veterans Golf Classic on November 12th this year at the Temecula Creek Inn Golf Resort. If it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a putting green contest, breakfast buffet, lunch, and lots of prizes with some awesome swag bags for players and raffle prizes. If you guys are interested in joining the event as a player, please visit wavesgolf.com for further information. And you'll get to see us there. We are sponsoring the driving range, and we are in the process of sponsoring one of the holes. So you'll be able to hang out with us, get some cool Blown Save merch and stuff like that. So it'll be a good time. It's a good time. Get out there and help raise some money for some veterans. But I digress. I cannot do this by myself. We've tried, and it just doesn't work. So I got to bring in my compadres. Sir, it's been a while, and I'm happy that we are both back.
It's been a while. Remember that song by Stain?
I do.
That's right.
Since I've been home.
Hit it.
I want those listeners to stay, not to leave. Jesus Christ.
Touche.
Maybe if I was warmed up and ready to rock and roll, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But exciting stuff we got to go over today. We're starting actually early because we are going to watch. We're recording this before the Dodger game, guys. And we both want to kind of sit down. And Compadre is a huge fan, as you guys know. And my wife is a ginormous fan of the Dodgers as well, so we bought some pizzas, we got some wings. We're just gonna sit down on the couch, enjoy the game. I'm gonna enjoy the game one way or the other, but I know she's gonna be stressed out, as my compadre is gonna be. So are you excited about that, compa?
I'm not excited about being stressed out. I hope they go out there and blow them out.
There you go. It is the Giants. So and everybody's building it up as, hey, it's the one rivalry that you want to see. It's the first time, from what I understand, it's the first time that they meet in the division series.
In the playoffs, is my understanding. Oh no, you're right. You're in the AL division, yeah, because they've seen each other in the NLCS in the past.
Right.
Very, very right.
Yeah, this is the first time they're actually going to see each other in the divisional series. It's so crazy to me, and I'm sure we're going to get into it, but it's so crazy to me that a team that had 107 wins is going to be playing a team that has 106 wins in the divisional series, where normally they would be like 1-2. I think they need to kind of revamp how they do placements when it comes to the baseball playoffs, because I think it would be a better game to see the Dodgers and the Giants play in the championship game instead of the divisional series. You're getting rid of one of the two best teams in the series, or in the playoffs. But I guess that's how it goes for now, right?
Right. Yeah. I agree. I wish it would be the one versus the next.
One versus the lowest, and then two versus the next highest at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Records. Not
that's
just
how because that's how they do it in football.
Right. Yeah.
And it's such an easy tweak to an already good system. It's just a matter of getting that little tweak going. How crazy was that game the other night? Or was it last night or the night before?
Night before.
Yeah. With that walk-off hit. You know what? As soon as I forget who stole second, but as soon as they stole second base,
Cody Bellinger.
As soon as Cody, that's right, Cody. As soon as Belly stole second base, I turned around and looked at the comadre and I told her, "Hey, babe, you know what? He's gonna mess up right now. He's gonna be worried about the guy at second base. He's not gonna be paying attention to what he's doing at the and there goes a home run."
Right.
It was just one of those things where it was like it was bound to happen. You rattle somebody that they say he lost the job, he got the job back, and he's going to be there for a while. But like I think he was just too rattled, and that's what happens. You throw a bad pitch, and you're gonna let somebody like Turner hit that fucking ball a country mile. I don't know if you saw that video I sent you. I found it online. It was a guy bought tickets in left field to watch the Dodgers in that wild card game, and then he actually got so drunk he fell asleep. He slept right through the crowd screaming and yelling when they hit the home run to walk off the game. The dude was just passed out on one of the benches.
No, I did not see that.
Check your messages. You'll have to see it later. But anyways, we'll get into some more baseball here in a few. We want to talk real quick about MMA. John Jones was back in the news the other day after calling out the winner of the next heavyweight fight. He's making news in all the wrong reasons. One of the greatest fighters of all time, arguably, right, has been arrested and charged with a battery, domestic violence. He hasn't fought since 2020, early 2020, if I remember correctly, when he last fought at the light heavyweight weight position. I'll say position, but it's the light heavyweight fucking tier, right? He's been arrested for not only battery of domestic violence, but also tampering with a vehicle. No other information has really come out, but it doesn't look like we'll ever see Johnny Bones Jones fight in the heavyweight class or at all ever again. He just cannot stay out of trouble. And I heard later on that he actually, when the cops came and arrested him, he actually, when they were walking to the squad car, he headbutted the hood of the police car. He was so mad at himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so dude's got some demons, and I hope, for better or worse, he gets better. But I honestly think we've seen and heard of the last of John Jones fighting in the UFC, fighting anywhere, I think, which is going to be killer because that's basically all he knew how to do. So,
yeah, well, but that's on him, man.
It is.
Like it's your career, you know.
Absolutely. If you don't want to take an interest on keeping yourself safe, or surrounding yourself with the right people to make sure you're good to go, then why even do that?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, man, that's on you. That's really dumb if you're doing that,
Yeah. But you know what? It is what it is. Some people just don't know. Didn't know. They don't know how to get out of their own way sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I'm totally with you there.
So we'll get out of his way and keep moving along here. We had some pretty awesome stuff going on. We were talking about. But we had lined up to talk about as far as baseball stuff goes, but a lot of stuff has already passed. Some of the stuff that I was going to ask already and kind of put out there for you guys. Shohei Ohtani ended up with in third place with 46 home runs. Sal P with 48. Sal P and Vladdy both had 48, so congratulations to them. Salvador Perez breaking the all-time home runs by a catcher. By a primary catcher, because he has, I believe, played a couple first base or DH. So it goes to him. I mean, a great job to those two guys. Does it change? I know Ohtani stole 25 bags. He got 100 RBIs. He hit that 46th home run. So a lot of stuff right towards the end, the last couple games. But Vladdy's obviously not going to win the Triple Crown anymore. So does that mean, not automatically, but does that mean that Ohtani's going to get more than 75% of the vote for MVP?
I don't know. I don't care about the percentages. He's going to win the MVP. That's all that matters. But what does the percentages matter?
This is true. But I'm just wondering if the amount of, Ohtani is going to dwindle down since, I mean, granted, the Blue Jays just missed the playoffs. They couldn't they couldn't make it in there, so that some people will say that kind of counts against them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, stop referring to me in the third person like that, like some people. I said it. Oh, I said it.
Well, that's awesome though. Let's see what else happened. Cedric Mullins became the first player in Orioles history with a 30-30 season. You heard that right, sir. The first time in Orioles history. For the uninitiated, that's 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in a single season. The Orioles are tied with the Diamondbacks for the worst record in baseball, even though that Mullins put together a very respectable year that gets to go down in Orioles history. And, I mean, we could say it, right? If Vladdy wasn't having the year he was having, if Sal P wasn't having the year he was having, and Ohtani wasn't playing, then Cedric Mullins would probably be up there for talks at MVP. But sometimes you play a really great year, but there's just a couple other people that just kind of went crazy that year.
Yeah, well, I mean, nobody. Yeah, Ohtani just had a special year, even though he faded in September and August, basically, right?
Right.
He still had, overall, he still had just a great season. I mean, he had the season I thought he was going to have. I honestly thought he was going to break the 50 home run plateau. He didn't even get that.
Yeah.
I remember mid-year, we're like, can he get a 60? And you're asking, I was like, hell no. And what did we say over-under was like 55? And I was like, dude, over-under is going to be 50. And sure enough, he stayed under.
Yeah.
Because he had, 15 home runs since the All-Star break?
Something like that. I want to say, 12. Right around 15.
I thought he was at 31 at the All-Star break, but I could be wrong. So that put him at 15 since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And again, he's not a dude that's played ever this many games, so I'm not surprised. But still, think about 46 home runs while pitching. And he barely broke the biggest plateau that I thought was like, oh, man. And I think it's one of those that the way he ended, too, at least the final game, he hit the home 100 RBI plateau,
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice to see. But I don't think he broke the 100-run plateau.
He got 100 runs.
He did?
Yeah. He's 105, somewhere around there.
Okay.
But he does have over 100 runs, over 100 RBI, or 100 RBIs. 100 runs and over 100 RBIs, I should say.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have over 100 RBIs. He has 100. There's a difference. He has exactly 100.
Let's check the stats.
Oh, I can tell you right now. Because I know he hit 100. Yeah, he's right at 100. I just checked right now.
He has 100.
Right at 100.
100 RBIs. You are absolutely correct.
And he did have 103 runs. So that's impressive.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I don't understand why people talk about his batting average with a guy like that. He did have a 370 plus on base percentage. That's a number they should be focusing on more than compared to the batting average. He only hit 250, which that's who he is. Still shit.
Yeah.
Either way you want to put it, you want to shit.
It's just a little nicer shit, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, remember I told you who he is? He is who
who we thought we were. He was, yeah.
Yeah. Said he's Chris Davis with the bat.
Yeah.
With speed. I guess Chris Davis with the bat with speed, which is exactly what Chris Davis would do. Hit 250, 300 ish, on base percentage, 100 RBIs, 40 plus home runs, and yeah, 100 RBIs and a run score, about 40 plus home runs and 250 batting average,
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what he is. But the thing is, he's doing while pitching,
Yeah.
Oh, and the big difference is he could run. He scored. He had 25 steals. It would have been nice to see him see 30.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a little bit there, buddy.
All right, man. Hey, there you go. Red Sox getting back in this. They just hit a solo tank, 3-5.
Oh, there you go. I know that right as we were getting on, the Rays had hit a grand slam, and they scored 5 runs in 1 inning. So it is gonna be wild. It's gonna be a good series, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I was just saying I would have loved to seen Shohei run away with the MVP. Hit the 50 tanks and the 30 stolen bases.
Yeah, and
get the 10 wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you there. It was funny too when he hit that last home run. I saw somebody post it on like one of the Angel threads that I'm a part of, and they're like, and that's the last hittable pitch that Ohtani's gonna see for the year. And sure as shit, the next 3 at bats, they walked him intentionally twice, and then they pitched around him the 3rd time. So,
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. They gave him 1 and he smashed it. So, but just like with what's his name, Barry Bonds, whenever they would walk him, it's part of the game, right? When they walked him to let a run in to get the other guy out, you know what I mean? It's just you don't have to pitch to the guy, but it's just fuck, shit happens. You want him to. You want him to be like, hey man, fucking pitch to him. Let him fucking swing, dude. Let's see what happens. You never know. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Else?
I think he still gets at it. Just he doesn't do it in like super spectacular form,
Yeah, I don't think I don't think he runs away with it, but I do think he wins.
Yeah,
by a decent margin, not a crazy margin, but a decent margin. I think he wins the AL MVP at least.
Yeah, he's going to be AL MVP. And I think the NL MVP is also going to come from a team that didn't make the playoffs.
Do you think?
So I think it's going to be Bryce or Tatis? They both didn't make the playoffs.
I don't think Tatis is going to be there.
I didn't say that. I said Bryce or Tatis.
I know. If I had to pick between the two, I would have gone with Bryce.
Yeah, I'd go. Well, between those two, I would still go Freddie Freeman.
Yeah,
if you get my vote, but they're not going to vote Freddie Freeman. They're going to vote Tatis or Bryce Harper.
Yeah. Baseball Writers of America, come on, hook us up. Let us get a vote in. Come on.
At least make our argument why,
Yeah. Let us put it out there and see what happens.
Yeah. For real.
What else? What other? Today, the Dodger game will be the last game of the day, right?
Yes, the Dodgers will be the last game of the day.
The Astros are up on the White Sox 2-0 now, which is fucking ridiculous. I just hope whoever they play next beats them, or they lose the next 3 games and call it a day. Let's see, the Braves and Brewers. How's that one going?
The Braves and Brewers, I think they played their first game today, but I know the Brewers won.
Okay, so the Brewers are up 1-0. Yeah, because today was their first game.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. So we got the Brew Crew on with the lead. Let's see if the Dodgers, the boys in blue, your boys in blue, can get that W.
Uh-oh. Get up, ball.
Get up.
Here we go.
It's a game?
It's a game, folks. 4-5.
Uh-oh. The Red Sox, don't count them out, especially at home.
Yeah. If you guys didn't see it, so wait. Boston came out, scored 2 runs in the first. Tampa Bay came back and scored 5 in the second. Brent, I didn't see it. I was like walked away, and it was
I'm not sure when.
5-2 when I came back. But you said someone hit a grand slam,
yeah,
and then another solo tank. I'll check the stats right now for us. But right now, Verdugo just went deep. Let's see here. Oh no, it was in the 5th, in the first inning. So yeah. So the Rays responded with a grand slam. You're right, by Jordan Lupo. Grand slam, and then Yandy Diaz single to right and scored a Rosarena to make it. Well, that's actually the first run of the game, and then the capper was the grand slam. And then right now in the 3rd inning, Bogarts hit a solo tank, and Alex Verdugo hit a solo tank.
Well, there you go. It's getting interesting. That's what postseason baseball is supposed to be, though. So, anything else on baseball before we go into NCAA?
It was on the rundown, but I put it lower.
Oh, let me go down here.
Yeah, go down.
Juan Soto. That's right. Juan Soto attended the Dodger game versus the Cardinals to cheer on his former teammates, Trey Turner and Max Scherzer. That was a really good, when they showed him there rocking a Turner jersey. It's like, all right, these guys, it's a different bond that they have. And afterward, they went over there high-fiving and stuff like that, which is really dope, dude. That was really nice to see. He didn't have to do it. He didn't have to go all the way over there, but he was fucking there, man. That says something.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you ask me, that needs to be in baseball more. You want to talk about all those dumb little antics that players do and showing each other up and stuff like that?
Yeah.
This is something that needs to happen more in baseball. These dudes showed up to support their old teammates. Soto was wearing a Trey Turner jersey, and the hitting coach was wearing a Max Scherzer jersey. when they were with the Nationals, of course. But dude, they were front row and they were like leading like the crowd and getting them all pumped up for Scherzer and Trey Turner, like, which is totally cool, dude. They're not in the playoffs no more. They're not in the running. I don't know if you knew, but Soto and Trey Turner were battling for the batting title right there down the street. So they were down the stretch is what I meant to say. And they were going back and forth, exchanging text messages. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get you, blah blah blah. And Trey Turner just had a hot September. He ended the season on a 19-game hitting streak, hitting like 409 during that hitting streak and stuff like that. So he got the batting title. But I mean, to me, that's like something that's unheard of, dude. Like that you go over there and get that excited for like a friend, dude. Like, man, I would do that for any one of my friends, you know, like, dude, if what they say, if you're circling cheering for you, find a new circle.
Yep.
You know?
If they ain't like, trying to build you up,
awesome.
They're holding you back.
That is so awesome, dude. And let me tell you something about that game, right? About this the wild card playoff game. Yeah. And I'd like to talk about it because it really hit home for me because of my cousin Ronnie passing away. Yeah. But the World Series game that I went to with Ronnie, which was game 1 of the 2017 World Series against the Astros. Yeah. Me and Ronnie went to that game, and Chris Taylor led off that game with a solo home run to get the Dodgers on the board, right? And of course, the Astros battled back and whatnot, and to tie it, and then Justin Turner hit the go-ahead, I think, 2-run home run that particular game. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty nice because, yes, I was watching that game on Wednesday, and it felt like Ronnie was watching with me. And it felt in some ways like a repeat of what me and Ronnie had seen because Justin Turner hit the game-tying home run on Wednesday. Yeah. And then Chris Taylor hit the walk-off game-winning home run. So it was like the same two dudes that hit a home run when me and Ronnie watched that World Series game hit home runs in this playing game, this wild card playing game. Right. So it was just like, yeah, man. It was just kind of like one of those things like, I don't know, just, you know, the timing. What is it? Nostalgic, right? Moment. Yeah. It didn't play out exactly the same, but it's the same two dudes in reverse roles hitting home runs, you know?
Ronnie was helping that one along, I'm sure.
For sure, dude.
Oh, man. All right, I don't want to get you in a bum mood or anything like that, man. But what else? The Rays, Rosarena made some history, right? He became the first player ever to hit a home run and steal home plate in the same postseason game, correct?
Yes, sir. So he hit a tank, I think, on his third swing of that bat. I think he had like yanked 2 foul and then finally kept one fair on his third swing. Yeah. And then later in the game, he got on base and he was on third base, and the lefty was pitching. He has like one of those little funny like hitches to his pitching motion, you know, from the stretch. Yeah. And that dude, Rosarena, I guess, caught it and just sprinted home, dude. And it was bang, bang, play at home. And he beat it, man. Pretty awesome to see. I love that kind of style of baseball, you know?
Oh, yeah. You got to get in there. You gotta do what you have to do to win. And he is definitely doing everything he has to help his team win.
Yep.
That's some scrappy ball right there.
Scrappy ball, for sure.
What else we got going on? Fucking boxing, right? You put it on here. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3 is happening this Saturday. It's going to be a good one. The heavyweights getting out there. It's always fun when the big boys get out there and start swinging because you know they get tired after about 2 rounds.
For reals. Hey man, I got to watch the last fight. I didn't get to watch the first one fight. But I watched the last one. Man, it was a damn good fight this last time. So I'm anxious and curious to see this fight and see how it goes, you know?
Yeah, both of the fights I didn't get to watch live. I got to watch after the fact, after I saw the hubbub. And just basically the highlights and stuff like that. And it looked like really good fights. This Saturday's, we have a, what's it called? A costume party we have to go to. But I've been assured that they are going to have the fight there. So calm down, everybody. We're going to see it. Let's see here. Let's jump back up to where were we here? Oh, you know what? Since we're talking about baseball, I got one for you, dude. An old favorite here, Stump the Chump. Let me see if I got you here. Do you know where the 5-inning rule came from baseball? Like where it came from? The five inning rule. And let me be more specific. So a pitcher has to throw 5 innings for those of you guys at home to be in line for the win or the loss. and a game has to go at least 5 innings for it to be considered an official game. In case rain or inclement weather for whatever happens. If it's been 5 innings, they'll just call the game. If it's under 5, they got to go out there and play again. Do you know where this comes from and where that rule was founded?
Actually, I don't. Never heard of it, to be honest.
Oh, here's a good one for you. So the rule goes back to World War II when they said, in so many words, right? In the case we get bombed and we are past the 5th inning, let's just call it an official game. Yeah, I'm paraphrasing here. But if we got bombed, let's just say in the 3rd inning, then they survive the war and everything goes back to normal, they will come back and finish the game. Because why? Because baseball, that's why. And we got to go ahead and make things happen. So they made that rule because they were afraid that they would get bombed after Pearl Harbor and stuff like that happened in World War II. So that's where that comes from, the whole 5th inning rule. Did I lose you already?
No, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the 5th inning rule.
Never. That's interesting. I've never in a million years where I got that.
Yeah, I found out today. I was going through some I don't say baseball trivia, but I was going through some baseball news and stuff like that people were posting up. And that one came across, and the guy was like, "Hey, did you guys know where the 5th inning rule comes from?" And I was like, "What?" And he kind of explained, like, "Hey, it's, you know how pitchers got to pitch 5 to be in line for the win or the loss. If a game goes past 5 and in inclement weather, they call the game. It's a complete game after 5 innings. But if not, this is where it came from, because during World War II, they were afraid that the Japanese or somebody else would bomb one of the stadiums, because that's where a lot of people were at, and they were saying if they get bombed after the 5th, or they stop because of a bombing or something like that, that the game would be called. It'd be an official game. But anything under 5 innings, that after the fact and everything settled down, they would go back out and finish that game."
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I mean, probably because I wasn't born, but never heard of that.
Well, I wasn't born either, man. Goddamn it!
Where'd you get it from?
Honestly, it was on TikTok. There was a guy talking about all he does is talk about like rare like rules in baseball that they know, but nobody really pays attention to how it got there. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
And that was the one for today. It was, and I was like, "Oh shit, man! Like I gotta ask Artie if he knows this one."
Yeah.
Because I mean, like most of the people probably listening, or most baseball fans, I should say, you know the rules there after 5, okay, yeah, but you don't know why or how it came about. I just knew that it was there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I thought it was a good little tidbit I wanted to add to the show today. It's not so much a stump a chump, but this is a good one to know. Like, hey, if it ever comes up, like in a trivia night or something like that, now you know.
I will know forever.
All right, let's get into, oh my God. So kind of NCAA football, but also NFL. So they fired Clay Helton. Since the last time we've talked to you guys, they fired Clay Helton. USC has won the last 2 games they've played, which is really good. They actually stopped the last game 43-20 something, which is good. But they're talking about who's going to replace him, and I was going to go through a bunch of different places. Deion Sanders' name got thrown up there. Deion says he's good. He likes where he's at because he gets to coach his kids. Moreover than anything else, that's his biggest thing. But they were talking about head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Urban Meyer. And they were saying, and they asked him, "Hey, would you go and coach for SC?" And he said, "No, I like where I'm at. Everything's going good, and this and that, yada yada." Even though his team is, I believe, 1-3 going into this next week. But then over the weekend, this past weekend, he was caught finagling with a 24-year-old college-bound senorita. And people are saying maybe he's doing this on purpose. Maybe he told somebody to record that. so he can get out of being the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach. I know the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars came out and said it was unacceptable, him acting that way and groping that young lady. And I heard also, not putting her name out there, but I heard also the young lady is actually being talked to by her job and her work for, I guess, conduct unbecoming of their job. I'm not sure what she does and what's going on, but that's the rumor mill going on right there. Do you think something else is going on behind the scenes with Urban Meyer, or do you think it was a setup, or do you think, hey man, just let the dude fucking be himself?
You never know with these people, man. Never know with these people. I mean, you hardly ever see any college coaches be successful in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really rare. I mean, the last one there's two that I could think of. It's Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll are the two that come to mind that were really good college coaches and became successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that's why I'm like always skeptical when they come out from the college ranks and into the pros.
Yeah.
Having said that, it's his first year or second year coaching?
It's his first year.
Yeah, so I mean, give the guy some time,
Yeah.
Give the guy some time. Conspiracy theorist, sure, why not? But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just probably one of those that dude got caught slipping.
There you go. I'm not even sure if he's married or not, or what's going on. If he's not, then fuck, dude, whatever. Dude,
right? Why you hating?
Exactly. Go get your sugar baby, bro, and have a good night. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, let's get really into the NFL. So, there's a lot of stuff here that I'm gotta go through, just because a lot of other stuff has happened already, right? What do we got going on here? We talked about the vaccine and the Raiders when we did that quick extra point.
Right.
Justin Tucker hit that 66-yard field goal to win the game, breaking the former record of 64 yards. We had that 109-yard return the other day, which was freaking wild. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the NFL did announce that for the first time it will be adding a Monday night game to its first-round playoff schedule to create Super Wildcard Weekend, which beginning this year is going to go down. Traditionally, the wildcard games have been split between a Saturday and a Sunday. This time, Monday night will determine the final qualifier for the postseason's divisional round. Currently, the NFL has 14 of the league's 32 teams that will be in the playoff bracket, with the top two teams in each conference earning a week off instead of the top. What is it? It used to be the top three, and then they had the one playoff, and then everybody else jumped in at that point. So it'd be interesting to have a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday game, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun to have for sure.
Yeah, instead of calling off for Monday, I'm about to call off for Tuesday now. What the hell? Bobby, what the hell?
Yeah. Why? Because you're gonna be upset that the Cowboys lose or something? It's gonna hurt that bad.
That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt so bad, dude. So bad. The best, arguably, running back went down, and it looks like he's gonna come back. They said they're gonna test him out this weekend. He's gonna be on a pitch count unless he feels fantabulous, and then he's gonna fucking rock and roll. But CMC, who pulled his hamstring, they said he'd be down for 3 to 6 weeks, and it's been 3 weeks. This will be his third week. He says he feels fine. He was at practice, moving and grooving, but I'm very skeptical as how hard they're going to push him in this game. The Panthers have looked pretty good. They did lose against my Cowboys last week. They looked really close during the beginning of the game. First half was fucking tight. It was 14-13. And then second half, the Cowboys just opened up a can of whoop ass, and that was that, which is good for me.
Not surprised, they didn't have CMC.
Absolutely. Like, I'm so glad we had to face them without CMC. That would have been a whole another animal. Richard Sherman got picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Isn't that wild?
A whole bunch of moves were made by veteran teams this year, right? Because what's his name? Is it Gilmore or something like that from
Stephen
the
Gilmore.
Patriots?
Yeah,
the Patriots. He went to where? Green Bay? No.
He
He went to the team you were just talking about right now, the Panthers.
Panthers, yeah.
Yeah, he went to Panthers, and then Green Bay picked up your linebacker from the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jalen Smith was just released. They were talking about why and how this happened. So apparently the Cowboys, let's just say he got hurt this season. Next season, they would still owe him $9.4 million and would go against the cap because it was a guaranteed rider on his contract. The Cowboys went out and asked them, hey, man, we're trying to save some money here. Let's restructure. Let's get rid of that guarantee, and we'll move money around. And he said no, and they said, okay, then bye. And they just cut him, which is crazy to me. But what they were breaking down is the amount of snaps that he's been on the field have dwindled. Not to the point where he doesn't get out there, but instead of getting, 60, 80 snaps, he's actually going out there doing 20, 25 snaps, right? You gotta hope and pray that nobody else gets hurt. They're pretty stacked at the linebacker position, but I don't know, man. If the car is running perfectly, you don't go in there and start messing with it. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can think about it. It's just like if everything's running smooth, then fucking let it go. Let it play out. You know what I mean?
Why are you killing your depth for?
I know. Let's fucking get to the end of the season healthy, and then we'll talk about, next year let's do this instead. You know what I mean? But they wanted to fucking fix it now because I don't know if they're trying to make other moves right now or what they're trying to do. But so Jalen Smith is with the Packers now, which the Cowboys get to meet the Packers later on in the year, which will be interesting because I do believe it is in Lambeau Field.
Lambeau leap time, baby.
Oh, yeah. After he gets a pick six run back or a strip sack run back. Oh, man.
It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. I mean, I feel bad, man. Like, such a good player. He is injury prone, but I think they could have done something better. Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Don't try to fix it. I mean, Dan Quinn was talking about like he didn't want to feel pressured to make sure he's in there just because of the contract. He had his guys the way he had his guys, and they're moving and grooving. They're doing their thing. So, is what it is, right?
Yeah. Like I said, yeah. Be interesting to see all these defensive moves. But I mean, how many of I think Gilmore is the one that's the biggest impact player. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that one's interesting to see how that one works out.
Right on. What else we got going on here? Let's see.
I mean, dude, you didn't see you didn't even talk about the kick, the 66. You mentioned it, but you didn't talk about it.
Because that happened
to me. That was
2 weeks ago. So,
bro, it's NFL history.
Did they keep his shoe? I hope they kept his shoe.
You talked about Shohei, and the season ended a few days ago. Nobody cares about that. They didn't even make the playoffs. They didn't hit one meaningful home run. You know.
All right, so let's rewind it here. Fourth quarter to win the game. Justin Tucker sets up for a career-long and NFL record 66-yard field goal. And it would be one thing if it was at Mile High Stadium, but it was not. It was not at Mile High Stadium. It was at sea level, so he had to put all that leg into it. And he hit that with everything he had.
He did. He sure did.
It hit the top of the crossbar and floated in, which is good. Like that was
just crazy. It's like stuff you see in the movies, dude. The way it just goes
doing, and it goes in.
And then like slow motion goes in. You're like, wow, did that just happen? No way. That's a walk-off, bro. That's a straight walk-off right there.
If they don't make that a movie, they're doing something wrong in life.
Right? Yeah, dude. That's amazing. Amazing, if you ask me. Absolutely amazing. And then last Sunday, Tampa Tom, right? Came through again.
Fucking Tampa Tom.
Yeah, man, came back. Don't give that dude the ball with time to spare,
man. You
can't
can't do that. When are people going to understand that you can't give people like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson without a broken finger?
Yeah.
When are you going to realize not to give them a minute and change left on the clock? You know what I mean? To come back and win, or to come back at least and get in field goal range. Forget about scoring a touchdown, but just to get in field goal range. When are they going to learn not to do that? Tell me, compa.
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought it was cool. He's one of 4 quarterbacks now in NFL history to beat every single team in the NFL.
This is true. That's
Can you name the other 3?
Hell no.
Can you try and name one of the other 3?
I'm gonna go with Montana.
Because remember, all 3 are gonna have to be dudes
Right.
that played their former teams.
Montana.
I don't think so.
Damn. Trying to think of quarterbacks that were dominant. That switched.
I'm drawing a blank on the 4th one. That's why I'm not sure if Montana was the guy or not.
Oh, so I could be right, but you don't know. Okay.
He could be. I don't remember the 4th one off the top of my head, but I know the other 2 for sure.
Oh, what's his name?
Actually, I do know the 4th one. I'm pretty sure it is who I think it is.
It is who you thought they were?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to go with, what's his name? He played for the Rams, and then he played for the Arizona.
Oh, the Cardinals? Oh, yeah. Kurt Warner?
Kurt Warner.
No.
Damn, what the fuck, bro?
Jeez, I thought you'd get for sure one of the other 2.
Man, nah, bro. Not off the top. But you're going to say it, I'm going to be like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Brett Favre?
Yes.
I got one. Fuck it, I win. That's a win in my book, bro. Well, who was the other one?
The other one's Peyton Manning.
I kept thinking back at like older quarterbacks. I didn't think about like Peyton Manning. Damn it.
Because remember, a lot of the expansion ones weren't around, so it has to
Right.
be every team.
Right.
Yeah, and the 4th guy is who I thought it was. And the 4th guy is Drew Brees.
Well, Drew Brees played for the
Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, I was pretty sure that he was the 4th one, but I wasn't 100%. Right. When you threw Joe Montana in there, I was like, well, I don't know. But then I thought about it, like, no, he couldn't have played the Panthers and the Jaguars.
What?
They weren't around back then.
Oh, yeah, true that. But for who was there, did they beat the other teams?
That I don't know.
Because in 10 years,
but that's not what they're saying, though. They're saying what 4 quarterbacks have beat every single team in the NFL.
In 10 years, if we get another expansion team, then none of those players are going to matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think for their time, and all the ones you're naming here are.
But that was in the question. They didn't have all right,
fucking technicalities, motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Just saying.
You're
like,
right.
you know, let's just assume there was only 2 teams in the AL West. The Angels would have been the league champs.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
It's just technicalities, right? Like, if Oakland wasn't there, if the Mariners weren't there, and Houston weren't there, the Angels win that division. By a lot, too, by the way.
Every time.
By a lot.
And off the air, guys, he always tells me, I love you, dude. I just like making fun of you. Just mess with you, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never say that.
I'm going to record you one of these days and post it on our Instagram. Jesus. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh, the overreaction, underreaction.
I love that thing. I put through some in there that I thought were cool. Some of the good ones.
Oh yeah. I like the one because this just happened last night. All right. Are the Seahawks in trouble? Russell Wilson is now broken his finger, officially out 6 to 8 weeks before he can come back. Are those Seahawks in trouble? Overreaction, underreaction.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. They are in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Because they were in trouble before that because Carson got hurt. The running back, he's has this neck stinger type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So now, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like they're going into like a rebuild mode or something.
It was like, gee, no, don't throw the ball.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my coworkers, Jake Weiss. Shout out to the Guarantee Rate crew. And he was talking. He was like, "What happened? What happened?" And I'm also because we had kind of like a friendly side bet, and I told him, he's like, "Who do you take, the Rams or the Seahawks?" And I was like, "Well, if the Rams were at home, I'd say the Rams all day long. But because they're over there, the 12th man, the noise, the weather, and Russell Wilson, can't bet against Russell Wilson." So the first thing I said this morning was, I said you couldn't bet against Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson wasn't in the game, therefore the Seahawks were going to lose, and it happened. So They are definitely in trouble. They are definitely falling off they're going to fall off that radar really, really quick. especially with that NFC West looking the way it looks. They're one of the better divisions out there. So it's going to be hard for them to stay afloat while Russell Wilson's gone. So I definitely took a hit on one of my fantasy football teams because Russell Wilson was my guy. So it is what it is. We'll have to go and wait to see what happens there. The Bears, Justin Fields, will come out of nowhere to win Rookie of the Year and be named the official starter. Overreaction, underreaction.
I mean, what other rookie is standing out?
Right now, honestly, nobody is.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the dude from Cincy, the receiver, until he got hurt last week or didn't play the week before. That is it Higgins?
T.Y. Higgins, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say him.
You ever see?
I would say that's a middle of the road, man. I want to say it's an underreaction, but I also don't want to say it's an overreaction either. It's right in the middle of the road. What do you think?
What about a defensive player? Because look at Micah Parsons and look at
yeah, but there's offensive and defensive player of the years for
right. But
rookies.
we're talking about rookies. Oh, yeah, there's offense and a defense.
Yeah, as far as I know,
we know where they're going defensively. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta wait and see a little bit more. Like, if he's the best of what they got out there, then fucking A, there it is, Chuba Hubbard, or the way they were saying it on fucking TV was pissing me off. It's Chuba Hubbard, not Chuba Hubbard, okay? Every time, Chuba Hubbard runs, I'm like, no, it's fucking Chuba fucking Hubbard. God damn it, get it right.
Is he a Cowboy?
No, he actually plays, he's CMC's backup.
Okay.
He's the running back for the Panthers. But
I'm surprised that they say Chubba Wubba.
Chumbawamba, dude. We're talking music now.
I said Chubba Wubba.
I know, but Chumbawamba was a band.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, Chumbawamba. Look it up.
Okay, you got me there.
Google
I was wondering why you were saying that.
Google it. I know a few things here and there. But right now he looks like, I don't want to say the runaway, but he looks like he's ahead of the pack right now.
The Chumba?
No, fucking Fields.
Oh. But how? He hasn't even really done much.
What I'm saying, but who's done more?
That's still healthy.
That is still healthy.
Well, he's coming back this week, I believe. I'd still put him in the front running right now. I'd put him at first.
Okay.
Because I believe he caught a touchdown pass in each of his first 3 weeks, but I don't think he played week 4.
Well,
I believe. I could be wrong.
So, what do you think, over or under for?
I think middle of the road. I think it's like I don't know. Yeah, under. I guess. Under.
All right. I'm going with under.
Under. Yeah.
I know my Chicago Bears fans out there, Bill and Cerdano, are going to be like, "Bro, he's fucking winning a Super Bowl."
That Bears. But I think he's special, man. I do think he's special. That's why
he's definitely gonna evolve into a really good quarterback, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And I thought he was for sure the one quarterback on the bench that was going to be starting by the end of the year.
Yeah. Like,
for sure. I was like, there's no way Dalton plays the whole year. Yeah. There's no way. No way.
I was with you there.
Yeah. Because I figured, dude, if Dalton couldn't do it with the Cowboys, sure as hell ain't gonna do it over there with the damn
Bears.
Fucking the Bears.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy when they announced, oh yeah, Dalton's gonna be our starter. Like, really?
Yeah.
You got Fieldsy right there. All right, whatever. And then Dalton got hurt.
Yep.
There you go.
Sure enough.
That's what you.
And they even said, he's Dalton's star quarterback once healthy going forward. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I don't think your own mama believed you when you said that one.
Fields get a couple wins. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Derrick Henry's staggering workload can't continue. We talked about this before. He's one of those. He'll get 1,500 rushing yards, but he's going to get it in 6-7 games. Are they going to actually feed him the rock and let the king run, or do you think he's going to stay kind of staggering how they're going to play him?
Well, see, the thing is, I think that they're having to do this because A.J. Brown and Julio Jones have been on the shelf and hurt and not really playing as well as they should.
Right.
A.J. Brown comes back this week, but Julio Jones is still out. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Who are you going to pass it to? I wouldn't even be able to tell you who the next receiver is.
I'm sure all the Bear fans, or all the
Panthers
fans are.
No, wait, Titans.
Titans. Yeah, all the Titans fans are going to be screaming and yelling at us right now. But who cares? But you're right though. Like, who else is going to carry the weight right now? You got to feed him.
Right.
He can't be who he is if you don't give him the fucking ball. I mean, it's
Right.
understandable a game here, a game there, because they have a really good pass rush pass, not rush pass, fucking defensive front where they don't allow the rushers to get out there. You need somebody to be able to get some blocking in. Like, I get it. I mean, it happens every once in a while. Look at Zeke, right? That first game, like, oh, he sucks and blah 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 blah. Like, dude, he was blocking the whole fucking time. So I think obviously that's going to happen, but you got to give Henry the ball if you're going to want him to be who he is.
Yeah. I agree.
Let's see. Overreaction, underreaction. Ben Roethlisberger's struggles aren't going anywhere. What do you think, Compa?
That is not that's an underreaction. I agree for sure. He's been struggling. He's towards the tail end of his career. You know, he's not in the prime anymore.
Oh yeah,
he can't sling it. He's a dude that manages the game really well. You know.
Yeah.
He has great senses in the pocket. But I mean, he faded down the stretch last year, and it feels like it's carrying over into this year. You know.
Yeah. I definitely think that this is going to have to be Roethlisberger's last hurrah, and unfortunately, he's going to go out the way he's going to go out. I mean, the Steelers have always been that scrappy team that it kind of makes it there at the end, but the way they're playing right now, it just does not look like a Steelers team that's ready to face some of the best teams in the NFL.
Right.
Jimmy Garoppolo has played his last game with the 49ers.
As a starter for the
49ers.
Underreaction, I think so. I mean, that's what they drafted that other dude for. You know, I always thought he was not a good quarterback, and that the 49ers paid him for a couple good starts with the Patriots, and I told that to Evan from the beginning, and Evan was like, nah. And blah, 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 and I know everything, and 49ers for life.
Yeah, and then they drafted Trey Lance, and he's like, "Oh, we got Trey Lance." Like, bro, you just spent like $80 billion paying fucking what's his fuck, and now you're all about Trey Lance. Well, you got Trey Lance now.
Yeah, I feel like these teams that wear red do that a lot. They overspend for players.
Oh, golly. You
know what I'm saying?
I'm going to throw my mic, bro.
You don't think so?
I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm done with this shit.
What?
Let's see here. Did Brady enjoy the comeback to Foxborough more than anybody else?
Any other win? I would say no. To me, I feel like two of his favorite wins, in my opinion, has to be his first Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Because they basically hit a game-winning field goal right as time expired, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And the one against the Atlanta Falcons, because he kind of always seems to be making fun of that one.
Oh yeah, when he comes back, he get that comeback win.
Yeah,
that was a great comeback too.
That was amazing, absolutely amazing. But I feel like those are right there is 1A, 1B type of things.
One of the things that
got ourselves a tie ball game, folks. El Quique hit a solo home run for the Red Sox. You're welcome. Two former Dodgers hitting very important home runs. Home run number 4 and home run number 5.
There you go.
The game for the Red Sox. Tie game, folks.
There it is.
Quique, the lefty killer, man.
Yes, very much so. I was gonna bring up. They were talking about that game with Brady back with Belichick. At the end of the game, Belichick kind of went over there, gave him one of those side hugs, and they were kind of like, "It's kind of like media service or whatever, right?" They wanted to see it happen.
Yeah.
But then they found out later on that after the game, after a little, the reporters kind of died down or whatever, that Belichick actually went to the locker room looking for Tom. And he gave him an actual hug, and they kind of talked for a little while and this and that. So it was really good to see that, like, he didn't want it to be about, that's what the game was about and what was going on. He kind of wanted to have his time with Tom, and that was pretty awesome that he was able to go on the side and just be like, all right, cool, like, I'm just going to I'll see you later, dude. And then later on after the game and after everything kind of died out, he actually got to spend some time together.
That's not what I heard. I heard and read that Belichick set up a 20-minute meet in the hallway to meet up with Tom Brady after the game. That he had set it up prior to the game.
Oh, no, it's me. Right, but it wasn't announced. Like, people didn't know that was going to happen, is what I was trying to say.
No, nobody said. No, you said that he went into the locker room looking for him. That's way different from setting up basically a time for them to meet in the hallway. Yeah, that's way different.
Okay, the wording. The wording's very. We're getting at the same thing. They went and spent time together, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so cute. That's cute.
It's so cute. It's so cute. And here's the one I know you've been waiting to hear, guys. Are the Cowboys legitimate Super Bowl contenders?
I would say underreaction. I don't think that's overreacting. I think they are. They're going to win that division. They're the best team in that division so long as Dak is back there. I don't believe their defense is that good. I think they're going to have to be in a lot of slugfest. They have beat a team. They just beat a team that they should have beat, right? That's like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do to a team that doesn't have Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
They beat a team on the road, a very good team on the road, and they kept it tight, and they won it. That was an impressive win to me. They beat the Chargers, right, on the road?
Right.
So that was a good win. They lost to the Super Bowl defending champs, but they hung in there with them the whole time.
Yeah.
And yes, I get if at butts, ants, and nuts, or whatever you want to call it. If this happens and that happens, of course, we're right in there. And of course, if Tom Brady doesn't play for Tampa, of course, they beat him by a lot, right? Yeah. But it didn't happen. But still, the fact that they kept them close and they beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and to me, their signature win has to be that Chargers win on the road, because I think the Chargers are a real good team, in my opinion.
They were talking about how they've beaten a bad team, which they're supposed to do, which is they beat the Eagles. And I'm talking about like a beat down, right? And then they got a convincing win against a team that people said had one of the best defenses, which is the Panthers. They held their own with another very good, if not sub-elite team with the Chargers.
The defense with the Panthers is misleading, because you say that, but you don't say that they didn't have CMC. Part of the reason that defense is good is because they can control the ball with the run.
Right.
If the defense is out there and constantly being run around because the other team gets a ball so often, because offense doesn't do anything, okay, that becomes misleading. So,
absolutely.
Like, that's what I hate about, like, homers talking about their teams. Like you just said, a good defensive team. Now, I would have respected that if you would have said, like, oh, granted, CMC wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. But you can't just throw it like, oh, this is a good defensive team, and they beat them.
I said what was supposed to have been a good defensive team is what I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but they weren't, because they weren't at 100%.
Right, and you didn't say that, though.
But you don't let me finish saying everything.
I did let you, because you went on to the next. You went on to the next team.
Oh my God!
So I was like, all right. As soon as you went on to the next team, I was like, oh well, we need to correct this here. This is what I'm saying.
So then they played the Chargers. They hung in there, and they got a win at the last secon. So it's a good, hard-fought win with the Chargers team, who is
on the road,
at home, and would.
Wait.
It was at the Chargers were at home.
Yeah, that's what I said. So on the road.
And a lot of people were saying that it felt like a Cowboys home game because there were so many Cowboys fans over there. I believe it. Yeah. They were fucking. Of course. The tickets were stupid expensive. I wasn't going.
Right.
But anyways, and then like you said,
there's a lot of front runners in the world, especially in SoCal.
They hung out. They hung out. They hung in there with Tampa Bay, and obviously, like you said, if ifs, ands, or buts, things happen differently. They actually win, and they're undefeated right now. But they look like a solid team. Is the defense still allowing too many points to good teams? Absolutely. They still have room to grow, but they have a very young and active core there that looks really, really good. Are they contenders right now?
Sure. Anybody that's a division leader is going to be a contender.
You're going to get in the playoffs. How are you going to get to the playoffs, and what kind of record are you going to look at when you get there? Is a whole another animal.
I already said it. I think the Cowboys lose in the NFC title game.
It would break my heart. But
Why,
I'd like.
you want them to win the whole thing? You want them to lose in the Super Bowl?
I want to win. I want to win at Super Bowl. I want to win everything. I'm pulling out a second mortgage just to go watch him in L.A. I swear to God. No, Dad, relax. Dad, take a breath. I'm not doing that.
I'm
okay?
kidding.
We're just kidding, Dad. The party's at my house.
I would go to that party.
You better.
Depends who they're playing.
No, it doesn't matter who they're playing. You're coming. But I think it's an underreaction for people to say that the Cowboys are legitimate Super Bowl contenders. I think they are. Anybody who leads, like you said, the division is a contender. So
I agree.
They're playing good games against
sure.
good teams, and they're smacking around the Eagles, which is great
The bad
to
teams,
watch.
yeah.
Which is what you're supposed to do when you're.
And they play in a bad division now. Now with the quarterback getting hurt in Washington, I really think it's their division to run away with. You know?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't see any of those other teams being any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
How much
Cowboys are just much better than them.
They get to play the Giants this week. They better slap them around like they did with the Eagles, and it'll be interesting to see. Definitely going to be a good. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be one of the games that I'm going to be watching, but I'm going to be kind of more relaxed watching. Hopefully. And they came out with the power rankings, man. So they're saying Bills number 1, Arizona Cardinals number 2, Rams at 3, Bucks at 4, Green Bay at 5. Forget about that first week loss, guys. It was one of those weird things that happens. The Cleveland Browns.
I feel like they're coming off of a breakup and they still were like upset at each other.
I like that. I like it. They went to bed. They went to bed angry, and then they finally made up. So then we got the Cleveland Browns at 6, Baltimore at 7, Dallas at 8, the Chargers at 9, and the Raiders at 10. Even though they got that loss this last week, they still look damn decent right now, the Raiders. But they are in a very difficult division. Although Kansas City, if you guys didn't hear me say that, because they're not in the top 10 as far as the power ranking goes right now, Kansas City's looking at the bottom, looking up. But don't believe that they're going to stay there at the bottom for very long, because it's just you can't with the amount of talent that they have, and Andy Reid. There's no way they stay down there very long.
Right. I agree. Those were interesting rankings by ESPN. They're pretty good. Kansas City's the one team who's like a team looking out looking in from the outside. Is going to be there at the end of the year.
Kansas City's
it's
definitely that
Kansas
one.
City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anybody else off the top of my head that I'd be like, they should be right there too.
Steelers?
No.
No,
I don't think they'll be. I think the Steelers, like I said before, the Steelers are that kind of team that always seems to make it into the playoffs. They sneak in one way or another. But I don't see it this year the way they've been playing. But hey, maybe they get there, right? Who else would be somebody looking at I would say the Seahawks, but Russell just got hurt for 8 weeks, so I don't see that one happening anymore. Denver, if they actually play good teams and they win, they could be looking in that way, but they're playing scrubs so far. So
Tennessee,
you're the only 10 I see. So maybe like 15th right there, depending on where they put the rankings. But 15th.
But I'm saying like a team that we might see there in the top 10.
If they hand the ball off a little bit more, I can see them getting there. I can see them being.
I think if they throw the ball more, that they'll get there. If they get the receivers involved, because once they get the receivers involved, that they're gonna get the running game open.
Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna. That's where I'll go with that one.
Which one of these teams drops out of the top 10?
The Raiders. They seem to always like to shoot themselves in the foot. Stop me when I lie.
Raiders and the Browns. I say the Raiders and the Browns.
Yeah.
Maybe the Cowboys.
I don't want to put that juju on my team, but if you're gonna make me pick one, if you're gonna make me pick one team, it's gonna be the Raiders.
We're talking about teams that shoot themselves in the foot.
Come on. I'm going for the biggest black target right there. It's a dude with a patch on his eye. All right, it's called the Raiders. Jiminy Christ Almighty!
Oh man, funny stuff.
Oh,
Funny
dude.
stuff.
All right. Let's. We got to get the picks in. Did we? I didn't even pay attention to who won the because I know we text each other the picks.
I
just
won.
To see. Did you win?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
won.
sure?
Yeah,
All
I won. I'm pretty sure. Like, very, very sure.
So we
I mean,
are.
but we can look back if you want.
We're 2-1-1 then. We tied
we
one.
were 2-2.
No, we tied one. I lost one, and we're in week 5 now. I won twice.
2-1-1.
Yeah,
We
you won.
tied? So you say I hadn't won one?
No, you just won one this last week. Go. They're all on paper, bro. They're all on paper.
Okay. I thought I won 2 in a row now.
No.
I thought we were 2-2.
No. You won.
Because
the pick. You won
only...
yesterday's pick.
No,
Because I know that I went with the. I want to say I went with the Seahawks. I don't remember.
Because I forgot what I was telling you.
We've only had 4 games. We tied one.
For 4 weeks.
4 weeks. We've only had 4 weeks. We've tied one. I won the first 2 weeks, and you just won this last
you
week.
said we tied one. I don't remember the tie. I know that you won too.
The third
Not
week.
arguing to
The
you.
third week.
I could have
tied.
sworn I won. See, I thought we won that one because I thought we only had 1 pick difference between us, and I know I won that 1 pick.
We were tied, bro. We'll double check the score for you guys for next week. Let's call these games right now.
About games once per week. I'm looking on here.
This is the worst game of the week. I hope you guys don't really want to watch it. But the Jets at the Falcons. Who do you got, Artie?
I'm still looking back over here.
My God, please.
Jets at the Falcons.
Uh-huh.
Wait, wasn't I already? Was I looking at that?
I
see. I see what I was doing.
They are playing in London.
Jeez.
That's not going to make it better.
Jets at the Falcons.
1-3 versus 1-3.
And I had to pick someone to win?
Yeah. I mean, you can pick the tie. If you call
Dude,
it.
JD Martinez just went yard
to
take the lead.
Shit, there it is.
6-5.
Red Sox.
Home run derby in Tampa Bay. Double tanks galore.
Who do we got here?
Actually, this might have been a 2-run tank. It was a 2-run. So 8-5.
8-5. Oh, shit.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were already up by 1.
Yeah.
So who you got? Jets and Falcons in London. Start time 6:30 a.m. I will not be up to watch it.
I'll take the Jets.
Wow. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's let it ride. Somebody's got to win. And by the way, Artie, if you ever call a tie, you automatically win the week.
Oh.
It's automatic. It's a win.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, you just forget about. You could have lost every other pick, but you call the tie and it happens, bro. You win that week. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the 0-4 Lions versus the 1-3 Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
At Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings.
All right. I'm going to go with the Vikings as well. They look a smidge better than the Lions. We got the 2-2 Saints at the 2-2 Washington Football No Names.
2-2 Saints and No Namers at the No Namers.
At the No Namers.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going to go with Saints as well, just because I know Washington has allowed like 30 points a game this whole season. So I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I think, what is his name? Jameis Winston's going to have one of the good games.
Yeah.
Or at least they bring in Taysom Hill to do some other fun, random stuff to steal some points there for the fantasy football teams. We got the Patriots, the 1-3 Patriots at the 1-3 Texans.
Say Pittsburgh?
No, the Patriots, the 1-3 Patriots at the 1-3 Texans.
I'll take Patriots.
I'm taking it Patriots as well. Let's see. We got the 1-3 Dolphins against the 3-1 Buccaneers. The Dolphins don't got to go far to get their ass slapped around by Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady's
There
team.
you go.
Sorry, I'm trying to kind of look at these picks over here. Trying to figure it out.
Green Bay Packers at the Cincinnati Bengals. They're both 3-1 right now.
Ooh.
Cincinnati's won 3 of the last 4 games versus Green Bay.
Well, no shit. If they're both 3-1, they both won 3 of the last 4 games.
Cincinnati has won 3 of the last 4 games versus Green Bay.
Oh, excuse me.
You are excuse.
I stand corrected.
All right, you better not be sitting down. All right.
Yeah, I'm still gonna take. I'm gonna take Green Bay.
I'm going with Green Bay as well. Rodgers ain't gonna let that happen again. We got the 3-1.
Okay, so we tied week 2 from here, from what I could see. So you didn't win the first 2, based on what I could see online here. Oh no, you took Dallas. Wait,
yes.
Why are you highlighting it like that? Then it's kind of weird.
We'll get into it and we'll figure it out before the next show. But I'm telling you, that's what I remember. That's how it goes down. The Broncos at the Steelers. Broncos are 3-1. The Steelers are 1-3. The Broncos aren't really a 3-1 team, but the Steelers may be a 1-3 team. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Steelers.
If it was in Denver, I would go Broncos, but because it's in Pittsburgh, I think they finally show us who the Broncos really are, and the Steelers get out there and actually win. So, there we go. Let's see. We got the Eagles at the Panthers. Before you say anything, I'm going with the Panthers.
No shit.
We got the Titans at the Jaguars. Titans are 2-2. Jaguars are 0-4.
You know, from what I see here, coincidentally, episode number 64 is missing on here.
64 should be on there.
Yeah, I see 61, 62, 63, and 65. And guess which one gives us the scores?
I have to look for it because it was on that. It was on that one where we were at your house.
Coincidentally.
Oh yeah, because that's what I was doing while I'm talking on the show right now. Anyway, we got the Titans at the Jaguars. Who do you got?
Titans. I'll take the Titans for sure.
Yeah, the Jaguars haven't shown me anything worth rooting for them yet. How long till Minshew Madness comes back is all I'm saying. Right. We got a good game finally. The Browns at the Chargers in LA. Herbert is 7-1 in his last 8 games, and the Browns are still looking pretty good.
They are. I'm gonna go for the home team for the Chargers. I don't think a lot of Browns fans are gonna make the game.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a Chargers home game. It'll definitely be a Chargers home game.
Yeah.
Shit. I kind of want to go against them, but I just feel I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well. I can't go against it. This next one though is gonna be a good one. We got the Bears against the Raiders. The Bears versus the Raiders.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one.
Oh.
I am taking the Bears, guys. Fields is gonna be out there. I think he's gonna make things happen, and the Raiders are going down for the second time.
And I might be at that game.
Hey, you might win. You better. Yeah. If you got the opportunity,
I could be, but I don't know, man. I got grades due on Monday. I have to work on them right now, and it's
You don't have Indigenous Peoples Day off?
No. What is going on Monday too? The wife texted me.
Monday.
She's like, hey, you got Monday off?
Monday is Columbus Day, or depending on where you're at, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Here in California, it is Indigenous Peoples Day.
They got rid of that thing years ago, right?
Yeah.
'Cause the truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
That's the way it's represented.
So I know the comadre does not have work on Monday, I believe. Oh no, they had a PD day today because they gave the kids a day off. No, she has a 3-day weekend because the kids have a 4-day weekend in her district. Yeah. All right.
She works on Monday?
No, she's off Monday. She had a PD today.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. We got the Niners going into Arizona against the Cardinals. The Cardinals have won the last 4 games. They are the last 4-0 team.
I like the Cardinals. I think they're the real deal, man.
They're
the real deal.
Definitely the real deal. I take them over the Bills as far as the power rankings go, but they're 1-2 right there. You can't take that away. We got the New York Giants coming into Dallas Arlington Stadium with the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have won 7 of the last. What?
Definitely don't think the Giants are winning that one.
Oh shit! All I heard was definitely the Giants. I was like, what? What?
Excuse me?
I was about to lose my shit right now. Goddamn. But I'm with you there. We got the Cowboys. The Cowboys have won 7 of the last 8 games against New York, and they're going to make 8 out of 9 coming up.
I think the game's going to be closer than you think, though.
The Giants always seem to do that, especially with fucking the clapper there. Next up, we got the Bills, who we're talking about. Being the number 1, number 2 team in the NFL right now against the Chiefs at 2-2. Are the Chiefs? Is this going to be the wake-up call that the Chiefs give the rest of the league, or are the Bills going to run them over?
Man, normally I want to take the Chiefs, man, but the Bills are hot right now, and the Chiefs are just stumbling. And it's in Buffalo?
No, it is in Kansas City.
Oh God. This is a tough one here. This is a tough one. All right, I'm going to go Kansas City.
This is where we're going part ways, sir. I'm going Buffalo, sir.
All right. Here you go. This is where I go 3-2 against you.
Jesus Christ. Monday night game. We got the Colts at the Ravens. Who do you got?
That's the Ravens for sure.
You like how I kind of built that one up? I was like, yeah.
You did get me. You had me thinking about it. The Colts are worse than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be a little better.
I think everybody thought they were going to be a little bit better than they are, and they are definitely not. And then finally, next Thursday's game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading into wherever they go. They're going to win, basically. They're going into Philadelphia. They're going to win that game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
the Eagles are going to get slapped around on national television.
They're going to get smacked.
Yeah, so we're both going the Buccaneers there. I'll check the recording later, write them down, or if you didn't write them down already. But anything else before we get out of here, compadre? Because I know we got the Dodger game in like 15 minutes.
Let's go over who we think is going to win these series. I like that. You had written it down.
Yes. I think the Dodgers are going to win the NL West. They're going to beat the Giants, which I wish they would be in the 7-game series, not a 5-game series. But
yeah. You think they win it in 5 or?
I think it goes 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I hope that they win in 5.
Scherzer would pitch the 5th game, right? Or the 4th game.
He pitches the 4th game, I believe. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I think today's a big one. Today's a really big one.
Dodgers need to get that first win right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's just stick with the NL right now. The Braves and the Brewers. I like the Braves, dude. I think the Braves are going to take that one.
I like the Brewers. They have that 3-headed pitching monster, Mm-hmm. Braves seem to find a way to gel together, but I just don't think they have the dominant pitching to do it.
Gotcha.
Plus, they're down 1-0 in the series already. Not like that. That's why I win it. I just think the Brewers just have 3 dominant pitchers, man. Pitching wins it in a 5-game series,
Yeah, true. I'll probably eat my words on that one, but I'm gonna stick with it. I like the Braves right now. They finished the season hot. Their bats were awake, so we'll just wait and see how it goes there. The Astros are up 2-0 to the White Sox. The writing is on the wall. The White Sox are gone. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I wanted the White Sox for sure. I wanted the White Sox, man. I don't think they play tomorrow. They play Sunday, right?
Whenever they play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're going to lose. The Astros are taking that one. I think they're going to end up playing. Shit, man. I don't know. The Red Sox are getting scrappy as fuck right now. They took out the Yankees.
They are.
And
they are getting scrappy. They're not backing down. They scored 2. Then you could easily gave up when they came back and scored 5. Nope. They kept just battling away. And the Red Sox are a deeper team than Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like in some ways I'm gonna be cheering for the Red Sox, man, to make it a series, I guess, because the Astros are clearly playing them in the next round.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Red Sox. I think I think it'll be interesting to see Cora coach against his former team that he cheated with.
Oh, that would be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
That's where I'm going to go with that one. That's where I'm going to go with that one.
Did not even think about that.
Yeah, that's how I'm going. So those are our picks for the divisional games. Good luck, Senor, tonight. I'm going to go get some hot wings ready and some pizza going in the oven, and we're going to chill out and watch the game. Definitely have a couple of beers. Fucking Leon left Space Dust over here, so I'm definitely going to get with it.
Nice. All right. And you heard it here first. We are playing tomorrow. Games are on.
Games are on. What is that? 9 o'clock game tomorrow morning, so we're good to go.
8:30 showtime.
8:30 showtime. All right. We'll be there about 8:15. Anywho, it's anything else you want to say before we get out of here, compa?
That's it. Hey, make sure we're doing what we got to do to be safe and healthy out there. Take your precautions where you need be, and enjoy the little cold weather. Get yourself a sweater and snuggle up with somebody.
I'm gonna snuggle up with you tomorrow because you had me over there fucking 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. I didn't make the schedule.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us again. We'll catch you guys next weekend. Real quick, guys, the schedule on the podcast is going to be fluctuating a little bit. We got to get used to the new schedule with the compa working in person now, and with the baseball stuff going on with our kids. So we may not be every Friday, but it might be Saturday, it might be on Sunday. But we're definitely going to start pumping up these shows out more frequently. And we'll get that taken care of. We'll get that squared away on the back end there. So, compa, have a good one. Good luck to the Dodgers tonight. I'll see y'all later.
All right, take it easy. See you tomorrow.
Later, man.